Hi, I'm Charlotte, and I'm here with Kim, and I'm going to be talking to her about adoption. She was actually adopted, and she found her birth mother, so it's a really interesting story. Nice to see you, Kim.
Oh, thank you. Nice to be here.
So yes, tell me about the story. Tell me what happened.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a couple of names just to keep everything straight. So my mother who raised me, who was named Dorothy, and then she was married to a gentleman by the name of Don. And she passed away in November of 1999. And I grew up as the youngest of 5 siblings. And I was adopted, but no one told me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I hear it's better to tell a child when they're young rather than to let them grow up and not know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I handled it better than most people.
Yeah. You seem very well adjusted.
Yeah, absolutely. So then what had happened is once my birth mother had passed away, my adopted mother had passed away. My birth mother started getting this yearning to find me, and that was about 2000. So it was a couple months after my adopted mom had passed away. So the computer started evolving. So my birth mom got on the computer and she looked up a brother of mine who I grew up with. She found his last name. So when she contacted him, and he pretty much told her, go away, Kim's happily married, she's got kids, she's a grandma of her own, our mother's passed away, leave her alone.
Right.
And so then they started getting a little worried, thinking, okay, gosh, what if she doesn't go away? What if she does find Kim? What do we do? So they let my husband know, and I knew there was something weird going on in the family. You just kind of feel it.
They're talking about you behind your back.
Exactly, yeah. I'm like, what's going on? So then when they finally sat down, and my older brother had talked to my husband and said, we have some news for you. We don't know how to tell you this, but Kim was adopted, and her birth mother is looking for her. And my husband's like, what? That can't be true. So especially I look so much like my mom who raised me.
Really?
So much like I look so much like both mothers.
Really?
But they say you can even look like your dog when you have a dog, right? It goes with the family.
Plus, I think it's psychological, too. You go, oh, that looks familiar. I think that nose is the same, or whatever it may be. So
Exactly. So then my husband, he's like, okay, how am I going to tell you, this? So he ended up sitting me down, and he said, I have something I need to tell you. I don't know how you're going to take it, but they just laid this on me. Your family did. And so he said, you were adopted, and your birth mother's looking for you. And I'm like, it was just shocking. I was just numb. Yeah. And I was 36 years old at the time.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I just remember thinking, it can't be true. But I just kind of looking back at pictures growing up when you're as a child, and just little things like, even when I grew up, I always felt like somebody was watching me. Like I had to show off for some crazy reason by myself. Usually.
Like who was watching you?
Well, I think I felt like somebody was watching me, but I don't. Now looking back, I just think because my birth mother, and then when she got married and had other children, they all knew I was out there. So I just think that they were all thinking of me, and somehow I sensed that.
Yeah.
And as a child, that's why I felt like somebody was watching me. That's the only way I can describe that feeling.
Yeah.
If it makes any sense.
Yeah.
So then I didn't, of course, believe that at the time, and we had just happened to come back from a cruise. So something told me, okay, well, if it really is true, well, first of all, they weren't going to tell me who she was. They were just going to tell me, which is not fair. I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So anyways, I thought, okay, well, if that's true, then my birth certificate has to say something, right? So I laid out my birth certificate, my husband's, and my 3 children at the time, and I stared at those, and I was thinking, what's different? What's different about literally almost an hour of just staring at them? I noticed that your birth certificate is usually dated like 1 or 2 days from your date of birth, the bottom. And so I was born April 1st, 1964. And my
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's, sure, yeah, go top of it. Go here. So my birth certificate was dated April 1st, 1968. Then when I saw that,
wow, yeah.
Then I knew that
it's true.
Yeah, it was true, definitely. And I think it was about 7 months from the time I lost my adopted mom. And when you lose a parent, you lost a parent.
Yeah, my mom, my adoptive mom. I was adopted too.
That's right. So it connected us together to begin with. So when you lose a parent, of course, it takes a while for those wounds to heal and the tears to stop crying. But whenever you are hurt as a child, you want to go to your mom, So the first thing I did is I just went to the cemetery where she was buried, and I just cried my heart out. I still remember the songs that were playing on the radio that drive, and then I thought, I have to know who my birth mom is. This isn't fair. I really need to know.
Right.
And so they ended up giving me 2 names and an email address. So I sent this long letter, and I sent it to the 2 email addresses, and then it went to my biological mom. She was one of them. And then she answered me back and sent me a bunch of pictures, and we exchanged pictures, and we're still close. And
that's great.
Yeah.
So what's the situation with your biological dad?
Oh, my biological dad was my birth mother. My birth mother was raped.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty pertinent in the news today, too. I mean, this is, this whole discussion that's been going on with the senator and the whole idea about, because he says you can't get pregnant if you, a woman who's raped, who's really raped will
they
get
can't
pregnant.
Get pregnant, right?
Which is a bizarre thing to say, but we know that's not true because of Kim.
That's right. So I was going through some different challenges as far as, like, should I try to find my birth father? How I understood it was my biological mom was about 17, 18, and I think he was about 8-10 years older than her. He was.
Did she know him, or was he a stranger?
She worked. Her parents owned a bar in Colorado, and she worked in the bar. And he was like a construction worker. Mm-hmm. And birth mom, Sandy mom, if I have this wrong, please forgive me. And so she had dated him one other time. Uh-huh. And then the second time when she dated him is when he had raped her.
So it was like a date rape type
It was a date
thing.
rape, yeah. And then I guess she obviously didn't want anything to do with him. And
right.
because he was just a construction worker, he just went on his way. I think his name was like Larry Turner or something like that. That's right. But then I thought, he's probably in his 80s right now or pushing 80. And I have a stepfather, my father-in-law passed away. It's been like a father to me the last 25 years. And then my birth mom, her husband, Marv, who's known about me, he's, like a father. So I figured I have so many good father figures. I'm happy and content. And you can't go back. You just have to be happy.
And he's probably would deny it, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like embarrassing for him. So
I would think so.
He wouldn't want to say that, yeah. And do you have brothers? Do you have any natural brothers and sisters?
Yeah, so I have. So it's kind of weird growing up being the youngest in one family, and now in my birth family, I'm the oldest. So I have 2 half brothers and 1 half sister.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that's exciting. Yeah, I just met my half brother and half sister last October for the first time. They didn't know that I existed, as you may know, yes. And so I approached my sister's husband just like they approached your husband first. Right. I did the same kind of thing because you don't want to freak the person out like right. Oh my God, I never knew this, and she's like 40 years old, so it's like she didn't know even she had a half sister. So I approached her husband and told him, and then he told his wife, and then we met the next day, and then she called my brother and told him, and I met him like the following day, and it's wonderful. I mean, they're so cool. I just love them both, and it's so wonderful finding your natural family.
It is, and you do see the characteristics.
Yeah,
you see.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
I had 2 real controlling moms, so oh my gosh, no. Well, one other thing I'd like to share is kind of. It was interesting because when my birth mother, Sandy mom, was pregnant, and she obviously, wanted to give me up for adoption, there was 2 families that wanted me. The family that ended up getting me, and then this other family that wanted me. And they're all still, they were from, Colorado is where I was born. Mm-hmm. So when we had a family reunion, when I went back to meet my biological family for the first time, this family that wanted to adopt me was there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
so talk about it. I was like, wow, how destiny, is.
Right.
And it's like, wow, my life could have been so much, different.
Right. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us, and we'll see you next time.